Okay, guys. So this is actually an impromptu situation which will work out well. This is called the
garage after dark.
the garage after dark. Oh God, that's great. That's pretty funny. That is actually pretty funny. So basically in the garage after dark, we're trying to finish up our last few shots. As you can tell, we've had a few already, and I don't drink quite like I did back when I was younger. If Pirate will show up again, Pirate Mike, he can attest to that. I used to drink like a rock star, but not anymore. I did, this is a darker, I think that this is a turn, I turned off several lights, right? What?
Alright.
No, I'm trying to make the,
It's funny because this is like, take 3. We're fucking done. We're fucking done. The end.
I didn't realize it was going on. He said like, oh, somebody came back. So I just ended it. I ended it.
If you guys want to watch the first take, it's the longest one. Second take is about 40 seconds.
But it was pretty good though. It was pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Oh man, that was funny. Again, it's actually been a great learning experience. A comedy of errors of epic proportion.
Some respect is dealt to.
It was just
all of the streamers out there, you know.
One thing after the next. Everything's gone wrong.
It's not that easy.
Last week was perfect. On our like little bullshit, never even knew what we were doing. We plugged it up. Everything worked fine. This week we're prepared.
Fucking died.
It was. Let's just say we're fucking running a loose ship tonight, guys.
Yeah.
This is hopefully we can do better. Well, this will always be a loose ship because we're just dicking around in the garage talking RCs. But this was a fucking mess tonight. But it's still been fun.
Yeah. So
thanks for you guys.
Just welcome. Welcome to the show after the show after the show.
Yeah, for sure.
We're in.
Let me know if Pirate comes back out. We're saving a shot for you, Pirate. Hopefully we'll have Pirate on the show one of these days. I met him probably 10 years ago. Or around 10 years ago, I guess. We both had the same RC cars. I was working in a different shop back then. And, yeah, we started talking. He came in talking, asking about something or looking for some parts. And
Where's the pirate?
The pirate? I don't know.
Hey, pirate!
I don't know if he's here or not.
Where is the...
I don't know if anybody's here. We may just be talking to ourselves.
I mean, I see... The little figure has 3 people in it.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Let's talk some other... Okay, let's talk some tool time. Let's have a little tool time segment just because we're here. I actually kind of like this darker
3
screen. Like, what do you think? Does the screen look okay?
The phone actually does
Look at
good.
Look at it here. No, look here. Without the lights on from above. We're not... It's not as washed out. It's
I kind of look like Jesus. There's like
a halo.
That's that light.
Oh, I like this guy. I like this guy. We got a guy named Joshua Racinos. I like this guy. He seems like a good character. I don't know who he is, but he seems like a real cool character.
Thanks, man.
He has his nice jacket. Oh, I think he was talking about this. Look at this. Look at this. Cotton, stretch.
It's the
Zipper.
finest sheep wool.
I'm pretty sure he might have been talking about the leather jacket over here.
I think.
No, that is a nice jacket. Very nice jacket, Chelios.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys.
Oh my God, Kevin jumped back in.
Hey, he's back.
Sorry so much about that, Kevin. It was a fun session going earlier. Again, had an issue with the technical difficulties. We'll deal with it. Creighton is ready. Awesome. Very good. So yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to go. All I have to do is throw it in the car and go. I'm ready to go in the morning. I think we're gonna go around 9 or 9:30, but well, yeah, you always think that, but sometimes something happens. But no, I'm sure you're right. Either way, I mean, they're all gonna break. They'll all be done. My Notorious is back together, but I did the fix where I stripped the threads out of one of the arms and I just stuck a plastic back in there and tightened it in. It might only make it one jump. So whatever, we'll just go out and have fun. How early can you be there, Kevin? If you can't get, can you do your volume down on that? How early could you be there? Because you said you might go there later. If you're going not too much later, maybe we can try to back it up some and meet at the same time. And also, do you want to speak about the jacket? Why don't you speak about the jacket? Because the jacket was brought up by Joshua Racinos. It's a good jacket. And actually, hey, Kevin, you were watching the show earlier when we had the bright lights on.
Yeah.
Do you prefer this RC After Dark segment where we have dimmed the lights? Does it look better? And if you don't remember,
should we throw some purple dark lights?
I mean, I'll throw the lights on real quick, and you tell me what looks better. This After Dark, because earlier in the show I had 2 fluorescent lights on, which I used during the projects.
They're bright.
You got a 10 a.m. appointment. Well, how long does that appointment last? Hey, don't put it right at the end, dude. That's the last of the fucking. There's a liquor store right there. We could go real quick. One of us might have to make a liquor store run. There's 30 bottles of champagne over there.
We don't need a liquor store.
That's true. I don't know. That's for sure. Kevin can't tell. All right.
I can't.
Kevin, haircut. Somebody needs a haircut. Me? I guess I do need a haircut. So Kevin, so if you can't tell, get a look at what this visual is right now. Bring it over. You can have bubbly, but hang on. I want Kevin. Get a look at this. Oh, Kevin's having a liquor store right now. So if I turn on the light, Kevin, can you tell me which one looks better, this or the light?
Josh says After Dark looks sick.
Josh, what's that? Where's that? Oh, After Dark looks sick? Okay. So hey, you're about 6 or 8 seconds behind on the live stream, so I'm gonna turn on the other lights, and you guys immediately comment better or worse. Like After Dark is better or this is. So I'm going to turn on the other lights just for a second. All right, so I can watch right here. Come here, take a look at this. So After Dark actually looked decent. It did look pretty decent. And then I see, it's brighter. It's definitely brighter.
Definitely brighter.
I might want to diffuse this some. After Dark looked pretty good. All right, let's see what Kevin Cunningham says. He says, yeah, let's see. So Kevin says, not this. I agree. I want it brighter, but not this. This is too much. So I'm going to pop it back off. Right, let's go back to After Dark mode.
still good. All right.
Yep. Just checking to make sure that the camera was charging, and it is.
I agree. It is more chill to me.
Okay, so this is cool. I like Kevin After Dark. So guys, thanks for joining us for RC After Dark.
Hey.
Oh, here JB, Spike, and Chelios. And yeah, this is fun. This is actually really fun. But it's been a great learning experience. I'm glad that we had the glitches. Totally learned. And it gave us the option to like mess around with this After Dark set, which this is fun. And actually, I think it looks better.
Oh, yeah.
Skin tones are better. Yeah, I agree. I think that we'll probably try to do something more like this. And then if we're doing a project that we're focusing close up on, then we could turn on more lights. We'll do something different then.
Dude, what's cool about this is you guys are actually seeing what the growth is. We're every step of the damn way. And that's kind of not on purpose, but well, here it is.
Yeah, guys, this is actually the like total baby steps.
Heck yeah.
We kind of jumped in just to do it, just to have fun, but it's man.
In a few months, we're gonna ask, what were we wearing back then? What was on the table?
Why? Well, you could just look at the old videos. We won't be asking that. You could look at the old videos.
Right, who knows? It might be so different that they won't even recognize it.
Okay. Hey, Kevin, if there's anybody out there, what would be, if you could have one RC right now that you don't have, what would it be? What would it be? What's something else out there?
Yeah.
Money or not, what would it be? I'm going to think about it for about 15 seconds. If any of you guys have any ideas, I'd love to hear it. Also, a second question. Before we had microphones on, I think the audio was pretty good before, but we had to switch off microphones when I had to plug the phone into charge. So how does the audio sound now? If anyone's out there listening, I'd appreciate if you could let me know. Also, if you'd give this thing a thumbs up, we would really appreciate it. It does help people get it kind of redirected off to like-minded individuals that like RC, or just hanging in the garage having fun. What is this, a Friday now? We still got to go to the club tonight.
Friday night.
We just came straight from work to the garage for about 2.5 hour session because it could have been 3, but we couldn't get it running, and we still have to go to the club. All right. So Josh Racinos is saying a 4x4 gas powered truck.
Nitro.
I have none of those. I don't know much about them. I mean, I know about them, but
they're loud and old school fun, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay, but this is actually good. I do know enough about them to say which one I would get. I know which one I'd get.
Which one?
So if I was getting a Nitro, it'd be either one of two things. A Nitro Race Truggy or a Nitro Monster Truck. I think Josh Racinos is saying a gas-powered truck. In my mind, I would get the Monster Truck because I'm not going to race. I would get the Kyosho, the USA 1.
That's a good one.
So the Kyosho USA 1 is a Kyosho truck. It came out many years ago, but right now it's out in both an electric and a nitro. But the nitro is a 3-speed nitro, so you get to hear it shift through the gears, and it's chain drive.
Chain drive.
So it's chain drive has a unique sound over belt drive, most definitely. If you know what it sounds like, it's kind of jangly, and you get 3 shifts. It's a big monster truck from the 1980s. It looks really good, so that's what I would probably go with if I was going for a 4x4 gas truck.
Indeed.
The other one would be the Revo.
Revo's
You can't
cool
beat a
too.
Revo. They're cool.
Can't beat a Revo.
Well, it's been a good episode. Sorry that we had the issues earlier, but yeah, overall a good learning experience. I think we'll probably be back next week.
Yes.
What do we got about Josh's question? RC car in the shop today?
Well,
Take that.
that's all. It's a lot of personal preference goes into that. In my opinion, going back to the Dream RC that we asked, something I haven't had and I would like to have, and it's one of the fastest cars we have, is the Arma Infraction. I like it.
Yeah.
Fast, A-scale truck, shredding tires, no questions asked. It's got a nice, like, simulated handbrake. Better push a button, you slide out whenever you like. It's great. 80 miles per hour out of the box.
Yeah, that's a good car. I don't know. Many good cars.
But like I said, that's what I like at the moment. A few months ago I wanted a damn crawler, and that's what I built.
I told him that was a waste of money. We're gonna, I was like, yeah, that's great. Build a crawler. They cost thousands of dollars. Use them 2 times. Sell them for hundreds of dollars. I didn't do it. I said it. I said, no way. I'll do every other stupid thing. I'm not getting into crawling. That's the most expensive, most dollars per smile RC experience in the world. I'll do the little crawlers. The bashers, even racing is expensive, but you can do racing kind of good and get a lot of smiles. Mm-hmm. Crawling, you're spending so much money. Unless you stick with it, then you get smiles over time.
Yeah.
But so many people get into crawling, and then it sits on a shelf. Done. I'm never gonna do that. I just don't see myself doing that.
I guess to the point you mod it so much where it's like, all right, I need a damn mountain now.
Yeah.
Okay. Man. Racing though.
Crack it open. What's my favorite? I'll tell you one of my, a felony would be cool. Felonies or infractions, both of them are cool. Or limitless.
Yeah, just to mess around. Well, limitless is more serious.
Is it raining?
What?
Your jacket's making all kinds of noise. Your jacket's making all the noise.
So wait, I'm supposed to be wet. Hold on. What's going on? All right. My
favorite car is I don't know.
Where's the pirate at?
I don't know. Where is the pirate at? I wish he'd come back.
I was texting.
Gotta get JB to CDM. Elaborate, Kev. What is CDM? And thanks for coming back, Kev. What is CDM though?
Oh yeah, Josh asked, "What's your favorite?"
My favorite car. It's so many different cars. Just depends.
It's more of a how do I feel today.
My favorite to drive is the Techno Truggy. That's an easy one right there, and it's sitting right here. I can show you that. My favorite one to drive is, Techno Truggy. I like it more than he likes that champagne. He just took a sip of champagne, and what did you do? Now this is a really good, fun to drive, fast, good handling, jumps well. I love this truck.
Why is this spicy?
And he's like, why is this champagne spicy? No, that sat in my hot car in Las Vegas for 3 weeks.
Jesus Christ.
No, I'm sure you're sick by now. I'm just fucking with you, dude. No, I'm just fucking with you. We couldn't take it to the wedding in Las Vegas. That's why it's sitting over there. It didn't fit in the car. Yeah, Techno Truggy ET48 2.0. Probably my favorite car to drive. So it's hard to say which ones. Do those Technos come as rollers? No, they do not. But the great question, and Edsel's back. So thank you so much, Edsel, for coming back in the question. They don't come as rollers. Huh?
You said best first crawler.
Oh, best first crawler. Well, hang on. So we'll get right back to that. I'll let you take that in a second. I'm going to finish the techno question. As rollers, no. But they come as a really easy to build kit. It's a great manual. I've built many of them. Anybody could build it. I've built, the Tamiyas are harder to build than these are. These are very easy to build.
Oh, yeah.
Or we can, build them for you. The kits are about $670, I think. We have them up there in Lawndale at RC Street Shop, where we'll be racing Mini-Zs this weekend.
Yes.
Check it out there. But this is absolute beast of a machine. And you can set it up with your own electronics. Great. Absolute. Like, this is my favorite car. And I have the Techno Buggy as well. On a smooth
Rick
track.
Is back.
Oh, Rick's back. Are you kidding me?
Hey,
Let me tell you. We absolutely have the best, most loyal
audience
group out here.
You guys are fantastic.
And thank you so much. And we love that you join in and talk, and you talk. Hopefully talk amongst yourselves and meet new friends that you can do likewise RC stuff with. But man, that's really, really cool of you guys to join in. That's really appreciated very much. But yeah, I love driving this thing. It's a blast to drive. I'm a middle of the road driver. I'm not a great driver, but this thing makes me feel like a good driver. Like I can win races with this. It's just that damn easy to drive, and it works that well. So if you guys want to come in and get something that's good to drive, though, pick up one of these. Yeah. Come in, we can hook you up with one and get it built.
Even if you're not racing, the tunability of it. I mean, if you want to do some street bashing, throw some street tires, stiffen up the suspension a little bit, lower her, boom, you got a nice street car. You want to do some off-road stuff, do it the way that it was meant to be from the manual. Put her up, get the suspension right, the right oil, off-road tires. It's a very versatile platform. This
is a great truck, though.
It's fucking awesome.
If you notice how it is, it's very, very narrow. So trucks, this is a truck, but if you look at it from this angle, you might think it's a buggy. It's just a big, big buggy. So Techno kind of pioneered a much narrower chassis than a lot of the brands were using at the time. Trucks generally were about this wide, maybe a ½ inch to an inch wider on the side. And they also had a front that kind of it would cover the front shock tower. Techno was one of the brands early on to decide, if we tucked that body all the way in, there'd be a whole lot less wind resistance. And it makes sense, because if you drive one of the buggies that's tucked in, it really jumps well. Well, this jumps like a big buggy, and that's probably why I like driving it so much. It jumps like a big buggy, handles kind of like a big buggy, but the tires are a little bigger, so on our rough tracks around here, and once the track gets rough, the taller, truggy tires just are a blessing to drive over the smaller buggy tires. I also have the Techno Buggy, but this is the most fun to drive in most all situations.
It's great.
Crawler. There is a question about a crawler that you brought up. Why don't you see, what was that question?
Best first crawler. Man. Coming from an experienced crawler, you can't go wrong. I'm not an experienced crawler, god damn it. But coming from someone who's been around some very, very experienced crawlers and has listened and searched amongst the community of experienced crawlers, you can't go wrong with the VS410 chassis. There's a few of them out there. And then I'd say step right next to that, you got the SCX-10 2, SCX-10 3 line. Can't go wrong with those guys. Best out of the box crawler that you kind of don't have to do anything with, but it'll kind of impress you. The TRX4. TRX4 has been.
Oh yeah, I agree.
It's just you all right. You just gotta crawl out of the box. You're expecting to modify. You're expecting to this and that. Next thing you know, it's like, oh crap, it's crawling over this. It's doing that. It's not rolling over. Traxxas is just good at getting things done out of the box. That's about it, though. They're a very beginner-friendly brand, and then they did a really good job with the TRX4.
Yeah.
It's, man. Dual lockers, dual speed transmission. I forgot the word. Mechanical drag brake. It's there.
Yeah, Kevin would agree. He's put his TRX4 Sport through some hell, Kevin, haven't you? I'm not a crawler guy at all. It's just, like I said, it's expensive. But if I was to do it, and I'm not a Traxxas guy, I'll let you in on a little secret. I have never owned a Traxxas in my life. Ever. I've had a lot of RCs.
I shall fancily pull.
But I've never had a Traxxas. But if I was to get into 1/10 scale crawling, I'd probably get a TRX4 because it's the most economical way to get a really good crawler. I wouldn't be one of the guys that would build up a kit and put in a lot of money to it because I know I wouldn't do $1,000 or $1,500 worth of fun. I'm looking for $300 to $500 worth of fun.
And
that's a TRX4. That's a TRX4 Sport to one of their nicer versions.
Oh, Sport's $300.
So the Sport, you start at $300. They're nicer.
Yeah.
You go up to $500, and then you get high and low range transmissions. I think with the.
I don't think you get that with the Sport.
No, not with the Sport. Sport, you start in around 300.
Yeah. The 500 range, you get the nice hard body.
Hard body. You
Nice
get
paint job.
You get high range, low range,
low range, drag brake, front and rear locking differentials,
and locking diffs for $500.
$500. Then
either one of them is
portal
great.
axles.
Yeah. So I'm not. I mean, Traxxas did that right, and I'm not a crawler or Traxxas guy, but I'll admit that.
Yeah. Hey, but BS410, I love it.
They're probably the best on the market, or very high up there.
They are the best on the market. I mean, comparable are the SEX 10.2s.
The 10.2s?
What
do you think of the 10.3s?
10.2s, 10.3s.
You know what? Hey, let's do this.
Fucking
we need to do a talk one week, and I don't know a lot about it, so maybe we'll bring somebody else in. Maybe Ryan can come in. Hopefully Ryan will be watching or listening one of these days, and we'd love to have you in. But he could talk
Chris.
about. He's not gonna waste his time with this chump change. He's got better things to do with his life. Trust me. Yeah, that would be something.
He's probably watching.
Chris is not coming in for this shit. There's no way he's gonna put up with this shit. If he would, that would be a great day. But no, maybe we can get Ryan to come in and talk about some of the SEX 10.2, SEX 10.3.
Probably Mario. He's got one.
He's a kid. Does he know about these shows?
Ooh,
he needs to know about these shows.
Dude.
He would be awesome to have on these shows. We have another good friend of ours, Mario. We see him down. He's a Long Beach friend.
Mm-hmm.
Long Beach. Yeah, he's a great dude. I don't think we told him about this. We need to let him know about this. Hopefully, we'll have him get in on the chats.
Crawler.
Yeah, he'd be a great guy to talk about crawlers with. That's a whole segment that it's a huge segment. I am not the guy to ask about that stuff. I do not know.
Rick Springs. Crawlers can go fast too, right? Hey, I had mine running on 4S.
You had what? And what was it running on 4S?
My crawler was running on 4S.
Did you have high speed or 2 gear, high and low gear, or what?
I just had it under gear.
Well, that's
with the reduction transmission.
Okay. So let's say
it can go as fast as
for a regular guy buying a TRX4 with high and low. Yeah, it can go kind of fast in high gear if you switch into high, but we're not
going
saying
from like 4 miles an hour to 8
to 10-ish.
to 8
yeah,
to 10.
But it accelerates quickly and then it matches. That's it. Even a stock Traxxas brushed is going to be quite a bit faster. So they're quick in a small spot, but they're not quick.
TRX4M is fun. It is indeed fun. I've had pretty good experiences with that one.
So Edsel has one of those, and I think he just came in and got one from. He just picked up a SCX24 axial. Was that for your brother, your friend, or your cousin? I think. You picked one of those up too. So the axials are pretty cool too as well. Yeah, the TRX4 seems to be it's been very popular. They came out in two versions, the Bronco,
the Defender,
and the Defender.
Fucking nice.
They're both nice. They're
body.
Yeah, they're priced well. They're about $150, $180 range. Every day people want
upgrades are out.
Lights.
You don't gotta wait.
There's no lights, guys.
There's
no light kits.
Yes.
Don't call tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Don't call the next day.
Call in about a week, maybe.
There's no light. You know what you should do? If someone calls for light kits next time, just say we'll take deposits, $50, and we'll hold them as they come in that order.
Yeah.
Everybody wants light kits for those things, and anything else you want. Trail gears. People want they want the low gears. People want low gears.
The low speed gears. They want all the brass parts, the wheel weights, the different beadlock wheels. They're so hard to get.
And when are the aftermarket parts? Not just the Traxxas stuff. When's the aftermarket coming in?
The Fury Tech motor, the motor mounts for the Komodo. That's a whole nother sequence.
So now we just got the SCX24 Fury Tech Komodo
combos.
All those combos. There was two different motors. What sizes were them? There was two motors for those.
The micro and the regular.
Now, TRX4 comes in. And
we got TRX4 micro regular parts.
The Capra.
The axial Capra.
Our boy, you know what? It never ends in RC, does it?
Never.
This show has been going on for a couple hours already, and I'm just really. Gary Turbo, Mini Z Racer Extraordinaire, is building a 1/18th Capra?
1/18th Capra, yeah. From scratch. Using some Vanquish 1.9 parts. Man.
It looks really good. Check out, I did a couple posts on my Instagram.
It's the gold one.
Yeah, my Instagram's the same as the YouTube, JB RC Garage. And check out his build. It's my buddy Gary. And,
Before
it's
he gets
really
lost.
nice. Yeah, what's up? Keep it rolling.
What's the difference between Crawler and Rock Racer?
Let them know.
That's a good one. Have you guys seen the Losi Rock Raid? Super Rock Raid? You notice how it looks like a short course truck on steroids, a little bit shorter? That's kind of what you're looking at. It's kind of like fire team with a straight axle on the back, meant to jump over rocks, beat them up.
And it has higher travel.
Higher travel.
So it's like
you're looking at on average 6 shocks. Usually 6 shocks.
You know, that's a good question. Yeah. I usually have a lot of cars here that I can explain it with, but there
was a couple of rock rays that came into the shop, and I had a pretty damn good look at them. They're very different from your typical basher.
They are. They can often be built with a similar link style suspension to the crawlers. They have link suspension. They're often very minimalistic on the frame.
Yeah.
It's a minimalistic frame with links, long travel links often, and it'll have often stiffer suspension than your general crawler will, because it will carry more speed.
Faster bash.
It carries more speed into the rock section, and it'll kind of bounce off those rocks and kind of jump over. So
in reality, you can't compare it to a rock crawler, unless the rock crawler consists of strictly independent suspension. So no straight axle, every wheel moves by itself. That is technically a rock crawler / hybrid rock basher, because I mean you can go fast with it, and it'll do kind of the similar thing. But Rock Racer is in its own essence, its own fantastic beast. Rock Crawler, it's like slow, precise. All right, we're gonna get over here. Let's maneuver this way. Let's calibrate this. Boom, boom, boom. My shocks are working this way. Rock Racer is like, holy shit, bye. Brum, brum, brum. Fucking jump over the damn rocks, and you happen to jump over the mountain too. Yeah. Short course truck on steroids. Eh.
Yeah, I think it's it's shorter and it's taller though.
Yeah. It's like putting a... Nah, I can't compare that. How's our battery doing in the bag?
I was just checking to see this thing.
Battery.
So guys, thanks for tuning in still. Yeah, we do seem to have battery working correctly. Let me know how the audio sounds compared to how it was earlier. And what was the other question?
He's been looking for lights from us.
Shit, I just had another question. I'm sorry, guys. I just got distracted for a second. I'll get it. And if any of you would like to try to intern as the producer of this show, we could really use somebody behind the camera. It's not that easy as we're trying to figure it out. So
Hey, it's not that easy being cheesy.
yeah, and we're ultra cheesy over here. Oh yeah, no. Tell us how the audio sounded and what was the other? I will figure it out here in a second.
What do you mean, my boots? Well, I kind of wore down the insole so bad that they're kind of using every single one of my 3 pairs. It's great, but these are comfortable at the moment. I need new insoles. Dr. Scholl's. The ones they had were freaking great, though. There were some nice leather insoles, but leather wears as everything does.
You know what? I haven't put my tools on.
Edsel said it sounds good and looks good.
Okay. Hey, I'm gonna see if my tools are out here. I'll be right back.
What tools?
Did I bring my toolbox in from
The
the
yellow
girl?
one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right.
Oh, okay. Well, hey. See if we can get some likes or thumbs up on that. Or thumbs down, if we're bad.
Oh yeah, hey guys.
Please, come help us out.
Like,
Help us
comment,
out.
and share.
We
Let us
never
know how we're doing.
we never went home. This is straight out from work. Never stopped. Been non-stop problems.
Let us know what we're not doing. Why we're not doing.
No, don't let us know too much. Don't let us know too much. Just have fun.
Just have fun.
Let's yeah. Next week we're gonna do another I'll probably plan to do closer to about an hour to an hour and a half. This has been a whole mess because it started late and then it ended early after the more technical difficulties. So we'll hopefully have it a little bit more streamlined in the next coming weeks. We'll see if it gets better by week by week.
I said, what's your guys' least favorite car you own?
Man, Rick is still there.
Rick says least favorite HPI Nitro and T2.
Come on, guys, give us some thumbs up, please. You can exit out of the chat and hit the thumbs up, and then come right back in the chat because it'll make more RC people hopefully come to it.
Oh, but how many do we have?
There's 0 likes.
Oh no!
even one like. I mean, this is all for fun, but give me or a bad. I don't care. Just let me know you're out there one way or another. Oh, we got 2 all of a sudden. Look at that. This is great. You guys are amazing. Absolutely amazing.
So we got 6 watchers.
You guys are amazing. Whether whether you know it or not, you guys are cool. Really cool.
Too cool. Don't go to school.
No, thanks a lot. It's been fun for sure. And we have a whole bunch of projects. I'm looking over here at an e-bike. Look, I'm looking at an e-bike. I'm looking at a Wolf King 70 mile an hour e-scooter. I'm looking at a 180 mile an hour motorcycle.
Ninja.
Ooh, Ninja. I'm looking at Optimas, Lunchboxes, TTO2s, Clodbusters. And we can do all kinds of fun stuff. Let us know some ideas, guys. Not only in the garage, but we can take it out on the beach. Like maybe tomorrow, should we do live streaming from the beach?
Josh said we're doing great.
Like if we you know, instead of doing videos, I could probably just get them to, instead of help with the video, just do a live stream. But I don't know if it'll be worth it. It's tough. I'll catch it. Everything moves really fast on the beach. Rick left, cooked dinner, ate, and came back for more. You know, Rick's a special guy. This is great.
Yeah. That also means we've probably been here for a while.
Oh, we've been here a while. Yeah,
yes, we have.
That's for sure. I don't even remember when we started. So we are, like I said, we run a loose ship around here. Sometimes I'm surprised that we even made it this far. But it's a lot of fun. We're working through some technical difficulties. Like when it says the JB RC garage, it's literally a garage. It's just a garage, and it's not like a nice nothing. It's just a garage, and I got a little bench, and I put my RCs out sometimes. So, not working with the best of lighting situations or Wi-Fi situations, but we'll get it figured out. And this is the second one we've done. And I was hoping next week to do a little bit more, you know, professional. But after some setbacks we had this week, we'll see where it goes next week. I don't know. Maybe we'll tune it down a little bit and I don't know. It's worked well. We just had some technical difficulties that we've worked through them as they worked out too.
Yeah.
You know. We forgot a damn cord. Dave forgets cords sometimes. Does that Clodbuster work? Hey, Kevin gave a like. Kevin, that's really the least you could have done. Thank you so much. No, I'm just fucking with you, Kevin. Kevin's the greatest. I like giving Kevin a hard time. Yeah, you didn't get that until now. He's had one too many shots. He didn't catch my sarcasm. I'm just screwing with you, Kevin.
We haven't had this.
We've had a whole bottle of shots. Kevin, you're on next week. Next week's guest, everybody, is going to be Kevin. Whether he knew it or not, he just knows it. So, guys, next week's guest will be Kevin. I don't know if David might still be here to...
Edsel fixed the car during the stream.
Amazing. Good job, Edsel.
Yeah.
That's friggin' awesome.
That's awesome.
Good job. That is
Great.
cool. What was it? Tell us what it was.
Yeah, what's your break?
Yeah, let us know what it was while I keep giving Kevin a hard time.
What died?
No, thanks a lot for the like, Kevin. And,
You know what? Cheers to Edsel fixing the car.
Cheers.
And
To-
cheers
I
to the
think-
pirate.
Actually,
that's going to be out there.
no,
somewhere.
I'm giving cheers to Edsel because this is the first fix on stream, live stream on stream to Edsel.
Yeah.
He fixed his car, Edsel. You let us know what it was.
He's the first person to fix a car.
He's the
on
first
our
to do it
stream.
on our stream.
Yeah, he's the
And we're
first.
going to do that
He's the
on our
first.
shows, and we want
Yeah.
you guys to do it from home. This is friggin' awesome. If you have questions on it, this is great. Cool. Very cool.
Very
I
cool.
think that's great.
That's one of
There
the
you
best
go,
case
Edsel.
scenarios.
Good job,
Cheers.
buddy. All right. So the pinion gear came loose. Okay. Not a big deal, but it happens. This is going to be rant number 2 next week. This is more just next to batteries going is pinion gears coming loose. It happens
Just
a
a
lot.
tiny one.
So the Arma has a Mod 8, Mod 8 5mm. It happens. It happens.
What?
His pinion gear came loose on the Sentin.
You got the Mod 8. The 32 pitch one?
Yeah.
What?
All 3S's are 32 pitch. They're Mod 8.
Oh, shit.
But of course they are. Mod 1's bigger.
Yeah.
What? It
What?
came loose.
I sold my arm a long time ago.
Yeah, you don't remember.
I don't remember.
He used to have
Vortex.
the Vortex. Yeah.
Oh, my baby.
So Hey, it looks like Joshua says that it's a good idea to do live RC from the beach. We'll see. So, but yeah, we'll see. We'll at least record video and then post it later. The pinion gear came loose. Use blue Loctite. Snug that down. If you haven't, get...
And let it dry.
Yeah, let it dry 24 hours if you can. And you need to get... Is this it? That's my tools? Yeah, that's my tools.
That's your tools.
Get MIP tools. Just get MIP tools. If you're going to work on your car, get MIP tools. If you're really going to work on your car, get Hootie tools. But get MIP because it's something that the average guy can afford and it will do a great job. I've had both of these, well, all my MIPs, probably, and all this set 2 years. And I use them every day, literally every day at work. Every day, I use them every day, and I work on my own stuff many times a week. And my stuff is mostly 8 scale big stuff. Just get it. We can also use cheap tools. I have a lot of cheap tools, and we're going to do tool time segments. I think at least once a week. But
cheap tools end up costing more in the long run.
We have so many people that come that cannot get sometimes it's something they say it's stripped, and they think we need to get a screw extractor to get it out. And they just don't, their tools are rounded off. So, yeah, if you're going to do it for a while, get some MIP or quality tools. ProTech makes some quality tools as well.
Or something that says hardened steel.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's got to say hardened steel.
And learn how to use the tool. Don't pry with it. Don't do... And, you know, if you guys have questions about that stuff, feel free to ask because I'm a big proponent of quality tools and using them correctly. Prior to doing what I do now, in the past, I used to work on motorcycles, ATVs, personal watercraft, side-by-sides. I used to ride dirt bikes, motocross, and worked in motorcycle power sports dealerships. And so not only did I loved it from that, and RCs are kind of an extension of that too, but I just loved the whole building, fixing, repairing, and just tools situation there. So if you have a question, let me know. Don't know everything, but I've been around I've made enough mistakes that I know a lot of things not to do probably as well. But yeah, a $50 investment in 3 decent tools. You only need 3 or 4 tools on most of these cars. Another thing that's better now than it was before, most is metric now. I prefer everything to be metric. Just a few years ago, like all these little associated RC10s were American or standard. Now, if you get one set of metric, you've got what you need.
Hey. Itzel says, thank you guys. Just started the hype and you guys are super helpful.
Oh, Etzel. Well, it's been fun.
You're
It's
awesome.
been really fun. Yeah.
MIP drivers. Rick Spring.
Yeah, 1.5, 2, 2.5, and 3 is what Rick says.
Alex. William.
So yeah, Rick, if you
Yes,
have a
good
1.5,
quality.
2, 2.5, and 3, that's it. Unless you have the 6S Armas, the pillow ball adjustments. I think a 5S. I mean a 5 millimeter. When the 5S 5 mil on the pillow ball. And after that, the 8S are bigger. Oh, it's so funny, bud.
Just grab a 14-volt screwdriver.
Fucking 14-volt screwdriver. Oh man, tools ruined.
How to clean
Oh my God.
RCs.
Hey, this is William. I've been using only Onyx toolkit. So Onyx, it's okay. It's okay. I think I actually have some here. No, these are Mavericks. This is probably equal to Onyx. I'm old school. This was Onyx before they changed their name to Onyx.
Yeah,
because they got sued for being Maverick at the time.
They were making the Top Gun.
Yeah. Oh shoot. But no, look. A hardened steel is what you're looking for.
Yes.
The Traxxas and EcoPower kits are not hardened steel, but it kind of gives you everything you need to make a quick field repair or two. But after that, you don't. If you're gonna do it, if you're gonna have like a little workbench and do your own repairs, if you spend $70, come and talk to me and say, hey, which tools do I need? 50, 60, 70 bucks will make your life so much easier for the next year. It'll be done.
Or two.
You're done. Or you're gonna strip shit. And I lived it. I know this life. Sometimes when I was young, my parents didn't have a lot of money. I had shitty tools.
We learned by fuck ups.
Growing up and being able to progress through has made it much, much easier for me to understand. So the tools do make a big difference.
Rick Spring says he's an anti-pillow ball.
What's that?
After bashing an anti-pillow ball guy. What next pillow ball?
Yeah, Rick Springs, motherfucker. He is an anti-pillow ball guy. So you know what pillow balls are?
What's a pillow ball? I hope it's not a ball that looks like a pillow.
Pillow balls, the suspension on some cars. I'll show you a pillow ball.
Is it the ones with no oil?
No. Creighton. A lot of things. See how there's that ball at the end of the arm? There's a ball at the end of that arm and it sits in that pillow. That's pillow ball suspension. And then if you were to look like at the Techno, there is no pillow ball. It's an arm. It's like it's a turnbuckle. It's a turnbuckle. Like, and then that's an upper arm with a pillow ball.
You know, I kind of don't like pillow balls either.
So Rick,
I've had issues with pillow balls too. You know, shit. I mean, when they go right, they go right. But if you let them rust, you don't clean them, you get a little bit of sand in them.
Oh my God, this is amazing. Rick has been up my ass for years about pillow ball suspension. I think you've just been waiting for this day. Somehow Rick knew this was going to happen.
He said,
and then, of course, you're on his side.
Now that I know what pillow balls are, man.
Oh, yeah, that changed. So that'll change everything, though. Now there's different types of suspension to look into.
Now there's two. God damn it.
Well, there you go. We're always learning, guys. Thank you. Again, this is what makes it fun. Guys like you asking questions like that bring up shit that makes us all learn something and figure out something new. That is so cool.
I used to call it a ball socket.
Well, yeah, it's called pillow. Like some
pillow balls.
There's some race cars that are built that way, and some that are built that way. It's a very controversial. It ain't Rick only, but he's always been that way though. Hey, I wonder, what does a serpent have, Rick? I'm pretty sure a serpent's not pillow ball. Could you let us know for sure on that one?
Kevin's about to do pillow balls. Can you throw some grease?
Kevin's about to do pillow balls.
Look, clean them. Put a little bit of damn grease in your pillow ball.
And don't tighten them up too
Don't
much.
tighten them up too much.
Don't tighten that outside red anodized too much, or else it'd bind.
Let some blood through.
Oh my God. Hey Maya, I don't know if you're listening out there, but I could use a refill. Maya. Doubt you're listening, but if you are,
we got 8 people apparently,
and one of them ain't Maya. So yeah, what messages? Oh wait, Kevin's. I'm about to do pillow balls is held for review. Forget these balls. So hey, did we
held for review? What?
Because it's that's how it goes. So I never pulled trigger on our
these balls.
So I love the Italian, but just couldn't do it. They're similar to Techno. See how about it? Okay. So you know what, Rick? Man. You need to come out, Rick. Why don't you try... Can you not... Here's the deal. Sorry, I'm stumbling over my words. You do? Okay, we'll figure it. Can you... Are you able to come down here in the next couple weeks? Because I don't know how much longer the sand dune's been out. I wanted you to drive also the Notorious, because I have
favorite fit scales.
2 of those.
Hold that.
6S's and the new Fire Team as well. I want you to drive those. Spiky, be good, buddy.
Kevin said these balls, but I have another question. What are your gripes on these nuts?
Nothing. I don't care. Nothing.
You never had them strip or anything? No, I'm just having pure curiosity.
No. I use, so there's 2 different ones with Arma, the black and the red. The red ones are the EXP ones. Yeah, the red ones have the teeth on them. So I use the red ones, and I just snug them down with a common 4-way tool.
Favorite fit skills?
Probably XRT or Creighton. I don't know.
I like the big Creighton.
Yeah.
Over the XRT. The big Creighton it's a thing to behold.
Yeah. Excuse me. Go on.
The big Creighton is fucking big. In all essence of the word. Yeah, if you like the 6S Creighton, you're gonna love the 8S Creighton. It's just as simple as that. It's gotten so big to handle it, they gotta discontinue it. Sad times. The DBXL is a fucking fantastic thing too. Yeah, that's. Oh, it's a giant buggy. Giant buggy. I was gonna say rock racing already, but it's a giant buggy. Transmitter preferred radio. That is a controversial term. Man. I've been a Futaba guy for the past 6 months. You know, Sanwa has been warming up to me. It's been getting there. It's been warming up to me. KO Propo, after much recent knowledge, has been very interesting as well. So, man, if you want fast, Futaba's was somewhere to start. Excuse me. Sanwa's the way to go.
Excuse me, guys. Be right back.
Spectrum-wise,
be right back, guys. David, hey, whatever. Have fun. I'll be right back.
I had to take this.
Oh, I know. I'm gonna get. Come down to switch up. Just 2 minutes.
Some people may say Spectrum is great too. Alright, look. Spectrum is cool. For the average crawler guy, for the average basher guy. If you're gonna do some bashing, you're gonna do some crawling. Alright, get yourself a Spectrum, a nice 5C or 5C rugged. They're fucking fantastic. Store 40 cars in them, boom, bam, boom. Done. Yeah. But, I don't know, I don't get the response, the connection between car and human, finger, wheel and car, steering, servo. Lately, Futaba has given me that. I haven't had to slow down the remote. It's pretty spot on. But from more experienced racers, I've heard Sanwa, KO Propo, newer edition radios are fucking fast, like ridiculously fast, to where you're doing it, and the moment your brain analyzes you're doing it, the car's doing it, and it's fast. Sanwa / Airtronics. Yeah, fucking awesome. I mean, the M12 radio, the M17 series radios are fucking amazing. Lucky to get to know one of the guys who was testing and tuning the original prototype M12 radios. And it's a very interesting road they've taken. They've been faster than my Futaba radio now that I got in 2021. So, yeah. it's they're getting better and better. And if you want fast, you gotta pay to play. You pay for what you get in every essence of the word. Creighton versus XRT. Man, that's kind of saying. That's literally saying, all right, XRT. I'm going to the dealer to buy a Ford Raptor ready to go. Boom, boom, bam, boom, let's go. And then the Creighton. I'm going to the dealer to get a custom-made car with pillow ball suspension. And everything is not going to be to stock spec. You get me? So you buy it, ready to go, you go use it, you bash it, it's done. Boom, bam, boom. Or Creighton, you buy it to specific specifications, and you kind of go as suit as you want. James is usually the pilot for these shows. Tell me something. I did recently see a fucking DBXL fully Vidavoned out at the shop. This dude brought it by a cool friend of mine named James. Another James, not this James. Fully Vidavoned out. There was not a single plastic piece or fucking... It was all CNC aluminum stuff. It was crazy. Legit probably weigh like 46 to 50 pounds without the batteries. Yeah, DBXL's, they're good. But, I mean, if we're talking about dream cars, of course, you're going to push the budget. $5,000, $6,000 to get a real mechanically scaled vehicle is legit. I'll make your Crane 8S. It's that simple. Look. Gary was being nice. But look, there's people turn them into 8S's, they turn them into 12S's, they turn them into 14S's, let alone 18S's. So the fact you're trying to push the boundary only 2 S's up is okay. Just know you're going to be spending a little bit extra money on parts. A little bit extra wear and tear here and there. But hey, you want to do it, it's possible.
Hey, did you need to take a break, Jake? Okay, throw it out. See, I'll be right back.
I shall be right back.
JB's coming.
Well, I'll be right back. JB's coming right back.
Do you remember how to get to the club?
Really like that.
Do you remember how to get to the club? You want to go there? I'll look back at the car. You ever gonna play some? Probably some fucking resort. No, I ain't fucking cops. What does it matter? We're on live stream. remember how to get to the clubhouse? Stairs, then across to the pool.
There's no clubhouse?
Yeah.
Or I could just take a picture here.
Oh yeah, take it there. Bring it over. Go right over there or something. I don't give a shit.
There's another car. I'll wait till the car passes. Never mind, even into you.
Come back. If you need to, hey, if you need to go up there. Oh boy. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Oh boy. Sorry. I had to walk the dog home and he ran out and it was a whole scene. Thanks for the thumbs up, guys. I know we don't have a big audience and we had 4 of you guys have a thumbs up for us, so I do really appreciate that. And thanks for sticking with us. Been a very trying evening, but it's been a very fun evening, actually. I love, hopefully, this may even turn into more than RCs, maybe just general garage talk, because I built so many motorcycles and cars. Just anything to be done in the garage, welding. I just love everything to be done in the garage. Maybe it'll morph into something more like that. But if not, it's still great. So, yeah, thanks for sticking around with us. While I was gone, well, Dave's back now. We got Chelios is back in. While I was out of here, Dave, you can stay off camera. If you go ahead and grab a bite, we have a little. This'll entice you, Kevin. We have pizza and drinks right now, just off screen. So Kevin, if you're here next week, you might get to enjoy some pizza and some party drinks and some stuff. So some good times. But
Stuff.
what was the when I was out of when I had watched Spike back? What was your topics going on? What the fuck were your topics, dude?
What are you talking about?
What were your topics?
I thought you were asking.
No, I was asking you. You're talking about radios when I came. All right, I'm done.
Yeah, it was.
Well, let me just read. So, heard they break and they just leave them there.
So the radios.
Can you give a fast and simple action? Oh, okay.
XRT versus Creighton.
Done. I've skipped. We're done. I don't know.
All right, next.
Rick was talking about $2,500 RCs, Middle of Eastern RC sand
That's
drags.
the bit of one. DBXL is talking about.
This is amazing. This is some absolute gold RC talk. I love and appreciate every one of these messages so much. Thank you so much. I think, would you agree, Chelios?
You guys are awesome.
No, this is cool. This is what we really like. This is you guys really care and enjoy this stuff. This is cool. So, getting back to RC, this is what William, can you give me a fast and simple explanation for shock oils? Okay. Did you answer that yet or no? The shock oil.
That just came in.
Okay, so here we go. Here we go. If you're still out there, hopefully you're out there. A shock works like, I'm sure you guys have all built shocks. If you haven't, you will soon. It's like a little dinner plate. Now I'm good. It's like a dinner plate that is pushing through a cylinder, and that dinner plate has some holes in it. So as it's pushing through the cylinder is full of oil, a shock fluid. So the thicker the shock fluid, the harder it is for this dinner plate with the holes in it to push through. That would slow the damping. Lighter oil is like a very thin, just basic light oil. A dinner plate with even a small hole in it will move fast through that oil. If it's a thick oil, it's obviously going to slow it down a lot. And there's so many ways to tune, because you can either drill more. When I say dinner plate, it's a piston. They call it a piston. You can either drill more holes in that piston, or most cars will come with extra pistons that have either bigger holes or more holes in it. So you can tune with either using a piston with more holes, or you can use a thicker shock oil. You don't change any pistons. You just dump your 30 weight oil out, and you put your 50 weight oil in, so it slows the movement of the shock. But when I say slows the movement of the shock, envision this without the shock spring on the shock. Envision it, you're just holding the shock body in your hand. The basic friction that the shock's shaft
Williams, great.
would use.
That's a great question.
Great question.
Yeah,
I love building suspension and shock, so we can talk about this as a whole episode one day.
That could be a whole damn segment.
But yeah, you asked for the quick and easy way.
Mm-hmm.
Thicker shock oil will slow it down. Basically, if you're dropping a big Creighton 6S from here to the ground with 10 weight shock oil, the suspension, it's going to blow through the suspension quickly. It doesn't matter how hard you've cranked it down on the preload. The preload's only how high the car kind of rides.
Yeah, it's the right height.
It's going to blow through the travel if you drop it with 10 weight oil from here. But if you drop it with 100 weight oil, your chassis may not even touch the concrete. It's just going to
really
it's going to feel dead. Like when I say dead, like handling is totally horrendous. It won't change direction well. It'll feel like a big slow block moving, but it'll be plop, plop. Like you can jump. This car is set to just jump and just hit hard. But if we put like a 30 weight somewhere in the middle,
it would handling.
It would do some good jumps and some good handling. So
send it.
yeah, it all depends what you're looking for. And let's do a whole episode for sure, many episodes on suspension. Because that's one thing I love.
How to send it properly. That's the segment.
Well, don't hit the brakes while you're in the air. Don't do that.
Yeah,
that could be a whole issue.
That's a whole important thing.
What YouTube channels do you watch, Rick? That's a question by Rick. That's a future topic. Let me write that down.
Yeah, all right.
You know what?
Yeah, we gotta be ready.
Thanks so much for these ideas.
So,
Rick Springs, future topic. Hey guys, throw us out future topic. Rick.
What, YouTube
channels.
Shock oil.
Let's do shocks. Shocks and oil. It's so much. Because shocks, oil could be one whole episode. Springs can be another episode. Pistons can be another episode.
Air control is a whole other episode.
Rebounds another episode.
Throttle control.
There's a lot of things going on.
Good.
So Edsel, what's that? I don't know what the hell that was. I don't know what that was. I will not say.
Damn you, I can't get this armor to bind on the fire team.
No.
He was talking crap about the XRT. And then Edsel said him taking a rip and you talking is gold.
I'd hit you.
What rip? I was dragging a chain away.
No, he was dragging the damn RC out of the way. That was all.
Yeah, what rip?
It's a heavy RC. The motor cogs and you should pull it. That's all that was. I can't get this armor to bind on fire team. I'm not surprised. I don't know if I can either. He's talking crap about XRT. Who's talking crap about XRT?
I'm saying,
if you have money, anything's possible. Oh man, you know what? You guys you guys are an amazing group in the chat. I'm having to back up because I'm missing it. You guys are so good. Yeah, they heard they break and just leave them there. Kevin, wait, that's supercars. 80 SCR. If you have money.
The mic is fucking pretty
No,
good.
so Kevin. We're probably gonna have to we're gonna have to take down this This is why this is the After Dark live stream.
I saw what? You saw nothing. We all saw nothing.
No one saw anything.
What's
There's
in
only 4 watchers. There's only 4 people. And 2 of them are probably bots, so that's okay.
All 4 of them are commenting. That's a good ratio.
Oh, yeah.
4
But
watchers,
no,
4
thank you so much, William, for the question. I think if this garage talk is kind of successful, it'll be successful because of questions like that help.
What receiver do you have?
But hang on. But questions like that, I really want to throw it out to people that ask questions. Every question is a good question. If anything's misunderstood, because truthfully, I misunderstand a lot of stuff still. David, I know he misunderstands a lot of stuff.
We might even have questions for you guys.
Yeah, so. Absolutely. So thank you for that great
question.
question.
You guys are awesome.
Great question. Can't get the armor to bind the fire team. I'm just still laughing about that. Tough. Oh, you know why? Because you brought the Centon controller. You don't have the fire team controller. You have the Centon controller.
Yeah, can you go back to the fire team controller?
No, you forgot that.
It's probably the same XLT.
Can't get it. Where are we at? He's taking a rip and you talking. It's garage golf. I need a screenshot. Can somebody... Hey, Edsel, can you screenshot that? Screenshot a picture of that. That is amazing. I love that. And if you can screenshot a picture of that little quote you had. Watch a bind video, shocks. Shocks are my favorite. I love doing shocks. Shocks and differentials.
Screenshot.
I don't know why. It's just because it does make you you have to kind of focus. I can't do shocks right now. On a talking like this, there's no way.
It's satisfying on an OCD level of gears and mesh turning properly with proper, grease. It's like heaven when everything works properly, and hell when it's fucking broken.
Yeah.
There's only teeth and fucking pieces flying everywhere. That's it.
Well, what's really cool is
I saw nothing.
Edsel. Yeah, no, that's funny. I saw nothing. Not only thanks for that, Edsel, but also Edsel's Sentin was in early today. I saw his Edsel or his Sentin, and
you told me specifically, it's gonna go out, run into the garage.
Yeah.
That's what he did.
Yeah. Sorry. I just swallowed that wine down the wrong fucking pipe or whatever. Yeah. But Edsel's, he has a 3S. It's very similar to this. It's the 4S. And while it did drive, differentials, they're another tough one. While it drove correctly, and when you spin it like this, it sounded just fine. Once you started driving it, once you accelerated, you would hear it click, and it would be a click, 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 like in a circular pattern clicking. Hey, could you hold the end of that right there? Let's see if I can demonstrate. I'm not sure if I can. So yeah, keep it low like that. So when you do this, the differential, that's the inside of the differential working. And so we're good. Everything sounds good there. And that's what Edsel's differential sounded like. But if you did this, and that sound, that clicking sound you hear is totally normal. It's the heavier motor sound. But when you felt it like this on Edsel's, it felt fine. Till one spot. And then I would feel it. And I was like, well, I have a feeling it's that rear differential. It does feel fine when you do this. There's 2 total parts to a differential. We can tear differentials apart on the show and do a bunch of that. Sometimes this is the inner part of the differential spinning together. This is the ring gear and the pinion gear of the differential spinning together. So I thought Edsel probably had a ring gear and pinion gear going out, and it turns out I guess that's what it was. But that's all stuff that once you become more used to it, you can kind of get a better idea of diagnosing it or knowing why, at least why you're breaking it. That's a big thing is when you understand how the cars work. Yeah, don't fall out of the shower. But once you understand how a differential or a slipper clutch work, that will really make you probably be a better driver and not break as much stuff. Wait, what's funny here? Oh, you almost fell out of the. I did see it. What's so funny here, though?
The video shows. The video shows.
That's how I feel. Satisfying. Cleaning maintenance. What is going on? I'm missing it. What's funny?
Hold on. Well, I almost fell out of the chair. So it's okay. So Kevin, so David, do I need that bind plug thing?
No, you don't need that bind plug.
What
Not
is
on
he
that
using?
one.
SR15?
The bind plug's only on the old ones.
Yeah.
On the old ones.
Square box looking ones with black stickers.
On yours, it will have.
He's got the SLT3 and the SR315. Yeah, it's just you just push and hold the button.
Yeah, it's a button.
And turn it on, and it'll start blinking really fast.
I don't think.
Or the other way, turn everything on, and then within 3 seconds you have to push it 3 times within a 1.5 second.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Alright, if he's telling you that, just go Google it, because we can't remember that.
Yes, there's 2 specific ways.
Here's another rant and rave.
Yeah.
Rant, not a rave.
Yeah.
How do I program XYZ? Or how do I calibrate XYZ? Or how do I reverse steering on XYZ? I don't know, but I know how to figure it out. And I figure it out hundreds of times yearly because I can Google it and you don't want to. Just Google it, guys. I can't remember how to program every fucking ESC or controller or bind everything. I know how to figure it out, though. I've done them all, but I do not remember how to do them all. I don't. I'm pretty good with hobbying. I think Chelio's better than I am with Castle. I'm not much of a Castle guy. Mm-hmm. But any of them I can figure out. But so can you. You just need to Google it. Every time I have to do, even on a Traxxas, I'm like, okay, how do I do this again? Because it's a series of presses, buttons, and beeps, and I don't have the space in my mind to remember. Plus, I'm colorblind, so if it's a red or a green button, it's tough. But, yeah, guys.
All we've done in our lifetime is crash and break our cars.
Oh, I've done more than that in my life.
Find out. No,
I've done more in my life.
But it's just long story short.
Oh.
Long story short, we've crashed and broken our cars in our lifetime just to figure out that we can't afford the fixes and we got to do it ourselves. And next thing you know, after just doing that for a few years, well, you gain experience for the loss.
I still like Edsel's comment about the gold. That was awesome.
I saw that.
Saw nothing.
Cleaning and running after running. Wait, cleaning and maintenance after running.
Alright, so man,
what is the method of setting gear spacing and mesh on an 8 scale?
Oh, okay.
That's
there's a couple. I like that one. I'll tell you that one.
Yeah.
I think that's Williams still.
That's one.
So
he's talking about his techno.
Cleaning. Where was that one? Cleaning and maintenance. Rick, we'll get that in a sec. Or no, let's hit that in order. I don't care, Rick.
All right.
I often take them in and throw them right on the ground. And they're covered in dust. That's totally fine with me. If they're covered in mud, I don't like that. But I'll throw it down like in the garage and maybe they can dry off. And when the mud dries, then I'll like knock the dirt off. And then I have a compressor, so I'll blow it out with compressed air. Then, I'll pull the electronics out, no problem. Most cars you can take the ESC, the receiver, the servo, and the motor out in 1 or 2 modules or sections, basically. Once you do that, you can Well, fucking soak it. What am I'm not concerned with replacing bearings a few times a year. I tear my shit down all the time. So I'll take it apart and clean it easily that way. That's not a big deal. I would rather have it really fucking clean and maybe just at the expense of bearings once in a while, but I take my diffs apart, grease that stuff all the time. So I clean it more than most people. If not, just blow it out with air. Leave it a little dusty and dirty, but just don't leave salt, sand, corrosion, that kind of stuff on it. Do you have any add-on with that?
I agree with everything you said. Just add on some mud. Don't leave any mud caked on there. Mud is still moist and will rust.
Yeah. And WD-40 does not hurt anything.
Yeah.
Spray it on. What it does do, it'll collect dirt the next time. It collects dust. But if your car is going to sit on the shelf for a month, spray it down, let it soak. And by then it's dry. And if not, just wipe it down. I don't want to go out with wet WD-40 in the sand. It's going to collect.
Yeah, it's going to collect.
Other than that,
it rejuvenates the plastic.
It softens stuff. It keeps it less likely to break.
Looks nice. But you gotta keep it dry.
But yeah, these things are okay to be beat on and abused, and you can just repair stuff. It's a hobby for us guys that have been in it a little while, or that are new to it but enjoy wrenching on them.
Okay.
It's cool to do that kind of stuff. So the maintenance and cleaning is part of the fun. And there was another good question with William. How do you set an 8 scale? For me, an 8 scale is the easiest one to set because it's such a mod 1 is pretty big usually. I don't think that you'll be able to see this because we are in RC After Dark. But I actually would go like kind of by sound. You can grab if you can easily reach the pinion gear and the spur. Like you can hear me rocking it back. Can you hear that? If I can tell by sound. I've been at this for fucking years, guys.
I'm still laughing at the previous comment.
Oh my god.
But no, that sound is one of the ideal things you want to listen to.
Like you can tell on a eighth. So as the pitch gets larger, as the teeth on the gears get bigger, it's easier to mesh it because there's a little bit more wiggle room.
It's louder of a sound.
Yeah.
More
on something like this, which is a mod 1, basically stick your fingers together, put your hands together, stick them together. Where it's tight, you don't want that. Back it up where there's some wiggle space together, and if shake it up and down. You're looking for basically that. You can set it. The most common is the putting paper in there method. On something like a really small, like a 64th or a 48 pitch, you'd use like a really thin receipt paper, not folded over, just run it through once.
Thin paper.
On this, you'd probably do a receipt or a regular paper folded in half at least. But on a 1/8 for me is a mod 1. You can totally go by feel. Mod 0.8, you can go by feel also, but it's
48's where you start getting tricky.
Yeah. For me, I can just kind of go by the way you can hear it, but paper is a pretty easy way to go to, and some are easier to do. This Techno, by the way, is an absolute dream to adjust. It's so easy. You can reach the spur gear on any side of it. Some cars you can only reach the spur through the bottom. This one you can't, but some, like some of the Creightons, you can just feel it from the bottom. Like Creighton, you feel it from the bottom to see if it's right. It comes with experience, probably. But yeah, I actually kind of go by the way it sounds when you rock it back and forth. Thank you for that question, William.
Yeah.
That was a great question. Thank you.
I use paper.
What's that?
You say great. I use paper.
Where is that? Where's that? I don't see that. Okay, yeah. No, paper absolutely does work. So on an 8 scale, I'd probably fold a regular sheet like a sheet like this in half, depending on the pitch. But the A scale is a bigger one, so yeah, a regular sheet of paper would work for sure on that.
Really? I love using my leaf blower to dry my RCs. Remove the electronics with 5 screws, simple green, rinse.
Yes. Oh, that's perfect. That works really good. I haven't done that yet with leaf blower.
Everybody screenshot that.
But I have heard many of our customers come in and talk about that. Actually, they say leaf blowers, and they also, I think they're mentioning a product on Amazon which is like a small blower, and they say you won't even need an actual compressor anymore. It's like a small handheld, like it's a leaf blower. Maybe that's what you're using. No, that's an absolutely perfect idea. You try not to blow the air into the integral components, which would be basically differentials and absolutely any electronics. It's like when I used to work on motorcycles, we would use compressed air to clean them off but you didn't blow it like into the brakes, you didn't blow it into the bearings and stuff like that. Same thing with compressed air. You use common sense, but absolutely use that to get that off. And then, I still use WD-40. I saw another comment by Edsel. He thought that WD-40 would be bad for plastic. Edsel, I don't think so, but there is so many different types of plastic's not just one plastic. It's
There's a bunch of plastic.
It's composite. And
it's bad in the way he was saying that it's very attracted to dirt if you leave it wet.
Yeah, and it could potentially degrade some, but in a way, I feel like it's better. We all really want this plastic to flex. If you slow down some crashes on RCs, you'll see like the arm get totally twisted in and spring back, and it's only because it's a softer composite plastic. When I was younger and driving these Tamiyas, that would have snapped, and that's the end of the day.
Snap, yeah.
Or if of so many people, this will be on the rants in a future episode, aluminum, you bend it, and that aluminum's never going to turn back. It's going to bend, and you're done. You think it's stronger, but it actually isn't.
No.
So,
the petroleum base in the WD-40 dissolves the plastic just enough. I mean, if you leave it forever, of course it'll eat it.
and it's not good. I agree. It's probably not good for the plastic, but for what we do to it, it'll soften tires in some circumstances, and sometimes, that's going to wear the tire down quicker.
That's a crawler technique as well.
Yeah, I've done it on crawlers, and even on my little SCX 24s. I've done it on my little 10 scale racers before. It'll break down the rubber, but you're going to wear it out quicker, but it works better. And it's probably the same on basher plastic. It'll soften the plastic. On a race car, you don't want the plastic to be too soft. You want it to be more precise, so you kind of keep it harder. But if you crash that race car, you're going to break the right arm off of it or whatever. Exactly. So in a basher situation, soak that shit in WD-40. Just wipe it off before you go to the beach so it doesn't attract all that dust and sand.
And send it.
And send it.
And send it. Wherever you're racing, don't crash it. That's it. Just try not to crash. That's the key to racing.
Yeah. Man, this has been a really fun time. Thanks a lot, guys. Hey, I'm going to check to make sure that the camera seems to be up and working correctly.
And
let me know if anybody's still out there and has anything like.
Rick Springs was saying, throw the remote or with the program card box, figure that shit out.
What's that?
I guess he was telling Kevin to throw the remote with the program card in the box and figure it out.
For the remote. What is that? No, I don't see. I don't understand that.
I don't either.
All right.
Yeah. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, guys. Not sure. Should we keep this going for a bit longer? Should we start bringing it to an end? Not sure if there's anybody still out there this evening. It's been a really fun show so far. I really appreciate you guys sticking around.
It's getting late.
What time is it? About 11?
Almost 11.
Okay. All right, guys. I think in the next 10 minutes or so, we'll wrap this up. I think that'll bring us in right around 11 o'clock. So it's been a really fun time. Okay.
I'm glad it has.
Yeah, Edsel's had a good, he says, informative week. Okay, Edsel. Well, good. I'm glad you're learning. Just, yeah, keep it up. It seems like you're doing the right things so far. Hopefully it doesn't keep costing a lot of money, because I know this hobby can cost a lot of money. You've already dealt with, on the 3S, I think you've already got the metal spur gear and now a metal rear diff. So that's the two main things. So hopefully that's pretty much it for a while. But yeah, RCs can be a lot of fun, but you don't want to have too many major issues. But 3S line has a couple of them, but it seems like you've probably got those handled right now. So hopefully that'll take care of that. But let us know if there's anything else we can do if you're having a question or issue. I think we're going to be probably out around 9:30, 10 o'clock tomorrow. I don't know if Kevin's still out there. Let me know, Kevin. We'll see about if we're going to meet up then or if we're going to meet up a little later. I'll have to talk to Art. Maybe having a couple more people tuning in. So if we do, we might stick around for another bit. I think we'll stick around too much longer. Is there anything out there that you guys wanted to know before we sign out for the night?
You're welcome.
All right. I think we need to go to the club. Who wants to go to... Here's the question. Who wants to go to the club?
I work tomorrow.
I don't. I'm going to the club.
That's why.
Oh, man. It's only 11. Well, I'm not going to the club. I'm going to a beach in the morning. We're going to do some RC in the morning.
Yeah, it's already 11.
All right. Okay. Kevin says he'll text in the morning. If you can text early so we can figure it out. All right, guys. Thanks a lot.
Have a good night.
It's been a lot of fun. If you would, we'd really appreciate to like, subscribe, share,
and comment.
Comments.
Yeah, comment.
We really do appreciate all that. We're going to come back again next week and we'll figure some stuff out and make it easier. But it was fun. Both the early show and then the after dark show. It was a lot of fun. And we learned a ton of stuff. And we're only going to make it smoother and easier for everybody. So thanks for sticking around, guys.
Oh, yeah. Late night show after 9:30.
Hell yeah, after 9:30. All right, so it's been JB and Chelios with you this evening. Spike was here for the most of the night, but he had to go home. But thanks for sticking around, guys. It was because of you that made it a lot of fun. So thank you. Really, we appreciate it.
Couldn't do it without you. Adios, amigos.
What a great group of people. That's some fun RC guys.
Alrighty.
What a great group of RCs. That was great.
Heck yeah. This is getting better and better.
Just great people.